Whatever goodwill exists among the Russian leadership, and in order to somehow fix their quite bruised face when it comes to what I'm calling, I do not know the school, those military officers are graduating from, and frankly, after 2022, I do not care very much because this school is supposed to close, shut down. Whatever the keys, turn to a convent or something, or a place to make parties. It is one more fancy school among so many military schools all over the planet to say I have graduated from this, like an academic that taught you nothing, and you're supposed to learn the basics, so called, and later on, during lifetime, you will learn, or simply you will not, and of course, never blame the academe for your own mistakes. Now, that's a not so American way of teaching. And frankly, I had a very bad experience with that. And because of my own mistakes, at least I have the balls to accept them. The balls to accept them because I should have been there to say that I've been there. And since I'm only a poor man, messed up, in a very messed up situation, I should split and say, once I was there, like being in Malibu or making an island or this fancy new restaurant somewhere in the suburbs of Washington or Vancouver, perhaps, stuff like that. It taught me almost nothing. I had to teach myself, and after that I had to pay the salaries of people who were inspiring me not to learn from them, most of them. And of course about the connection between the professor and the student. And that's a good one, okay? Now, I'm talking about myself. I'm not saying that out of 100 people, 99 people are worse than me. But when it comes to ethics, the academe and in this part is out of the window. Unless you learn something from your family, your dad, how to approach properly, find young women, if there's no to that, yourself, maybe not. Go to this vast library they had in the academy I happened to have started and spend a few hours instead of going to the nearest fast food restaurant and try to find out what shit you're gonna get for this Saturday night. And nobody says no to that as well. No, sir. For more people, I'm not saying that. I mean, it's very good opportunities because I didn't play my cards right. I didn't lie. Lying in this kind of liberal that helped world is very, very good. You're supposed to play your cards like being a rooster, this fancy, feathers and all that, kikiriku and all that shit. And yeah, you know what? If they also believe that you're that, because you deserve it for yourself, you're that. Free drinks, chicks for nothing, good chicks, and you have a good fame and all that shit. It's better than being a gangster in that sense. Anyways, when it comes to this gentleman though, the Ukrainian experience is to send poor Russian men of Russian ethnicity and send them to this means grinder is beyond humiliation. Trying to prove somehow that you revise World War I and thus trying to figure out what's left of the Tsarist Russia is void as an argument. It's stupidity itself. 30 years of orgies, of offering all kinds of whores, poor young women who only wanted to meet some powerful man because usually, even now, the fucking Neanderthal, this is what says the female is supposed to find someone with a clean nest, or if he wants to have it, give it to you as your nest so you can bring your youngs. My budgies know that. The female part loves cleanliness. Females love cleanliness. They want to have, by nature, their home clean. It is a kind of obsession I myself can understand, but someone can accuse me because I'm a male son of a bitch, so I have no problem with that. And you're sending all these poor bastards to this Ukrainian line of death, and you are buying time, more, because you have learned nothing in what's supposed to be an academe that firsthand is supposed to deliver good teachings of how your predecessors kicked the fucking ass of them, and they deserved it, to have their ass kicked, and in Stalingrad, and with the Bagration operation. And this, compared to that, this little move, which is little, nothing compared to that. You ask for a ceasefire, yeah, using political means, instead of proving to the enemy you can kick ass and offer this kind of strategic victory to your superiors, politically, so they come, so they can say, look, we can move further if we want, but we want ceasefire, because this game is over, and see what's next. There's Syria, for instance. What if it gets worse for any reason with Iran? He said it that he was almost complying against Iran to join the Western world when it comes to Iran. Now you are getting drones. Now you're getting drones from these people. You're getting a poor ass copy and paste of drones. No copyrights required. So they are trying to follow badly whatever it may fall on their hands, or over their head, or their head even, from expensive, most expensive projects coming mainly from the United States, and of course, it's a laugh at. We know how you think. No, you don't know how we think. You are copying and pasting something almost the same way. I read once in a very old book about quantum physics, about how some very pissed off people, engineers, I think, in Dell Corporation back in the 1980s, were making probably the most advanced processors and chips in general in the industry back then in the 80s. I mean, these guys were the very edge of the edge, you know. So they had their work, the best engineer in its then Soviet Union. So part of their fun, if you will, was they had all kinds of jokes and faces imprinted on the processors mainly. I'm not really sure about bad words and all that, but they say that in order for since they reverse engineered the fucking thing, but they were so concerned whether this part of the byword of or the image or whatever watermark you may call it was part of the design, that they also replicated the very design itself. So unlikely they wanted to, they honored Dell Corporation that way, which gave me a very good impression, if you ask me. I mean, Soviet science is was no bullshit science, and there are still good elements of the Soviet science in Russian science as well. So I expect some kind of retribution, mutual understanding, or else it is a waste of time trying to figure out how else to push the situation when having this kind of formal appointment or informal appointment, even so my favorite part, having a good old haul, trying to make them say yes, I agree. Supposed to not to know so much English. They're supposed to know listen, oh yes. And this is it here it is. You can take this kind of recording and set it to whatever the fuck you want. Because so many among you, this is the kind of people you are. So no is no for now, and let's see what Kiev will have to say. And believe it or not, Kiev belongs to an independent country called Ukraine. And that's the story for now. And as of now. And as of now for, let's say, this year. Thank you, gentlemen. And many kisses to your Russian women, legal or illegal. And I wish you a fine vodka for this fine evening. Thank you.